Give a big round of applause for your first comedian, Jay Sadogar!
Hello! Hello, look at you. Look at you, scared as anything. Look at you. It's fine, it's no worries. My name is Jay Sadogar. I'm one of the panel that's on tonight's podcast. There you go. Look at you. 4 of you clapping, the rest of you just staring at me going, what is the Mayor of London doing on stage right now? No, but some of you are still looking at me and going, which one of those BBC newsreaders is this guy? Is that George Alagai or is it Krishnan Guru Murthy? Admittedly, I do look better than George Alagai right now. Well, he's dead. I didn't kill him, blame cancer. There you go. Bless you. Now, what a positive way to open up the show. There you go. So let's find out a little bit about who we have in tonight. Do we have any Gujarati? Have we got any Gujaratis in? Oh, bless you. One Gujarati person in means the shop's closed. Okay, good. Fantastic. We got Gujarati. Gemcho? Gemche? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm being corrected on my Gujarati. It's like going to a wedding. It really is. It's like going to a wedding. It really is. Do we have Punjabi people in by cheer? One Punjabi person. This is it. It's enough for a fight. It's enough for a fight. It really is. Do we have Bangladeshi people in by cheer? I thought there might be a few Bangladeshis people in there. I love Bangladesh. I love Bangladesh. I love eating all kinds of South Asian food. Well, as you can tell, I love eating South Asian food. Cool, fantastic. Have we got any other kind of ethnicities? We got any white people in by cheer? Oh, no, bless you. This isn't a hostage situation. Relax, it is okay. We're all fine here. It's fine. It's all right. And do you have any Africans in tonight by Jay? Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you. What part of Africa are you from? Somalia. Okay, cool. Where are you from? Ghana. Okay, I was born in Kenya. There you go. See, we can start a business and get a farm and everything. This is it. And the white people will just buy it off of us, and then we'll sell it to the Gujaratis, and then the Bangladeshis will eat all the food. This is it. We've got a connection going on here. This is how business. This is technically a business meeting. This really is. There you go. Cool, fantastic. And do you watch Indian films? Do you watch Indian films? Yes. This is my thing, right? Do you watch Indian films? Yes. What's your favourite star?
Salman Khan.
Oh, Salman Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Shashi Kapoor, yeah. I hate to break it to you, he's dead. What a way to find out, a comedy show. Shashi Kapoor. Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan? Shah Rukh Khan, this is it. Check this out, right? I went over to Mumbai to do some shows out there, right? And this is the weirdest thing. It's like who's more racist, Black Cab UK drivers or Mumbai taxi drivers? Who do you reckon? It's Mumbai taxi drivers, right? Because they don't take me either, right? Check this out. I went to Mumbai. I was doing some shows, and I got off the plane, got to the hotel, freshened up a little bit, and I thought, I'll get one of those little tut-tuts and get myself to the gig, right? And I came out, I waved down, and a tut-tut pulled up, and I was like, excuse me, I would like you to drive me to Bandra, please. Bandra, in case he didn't know where Bandra was, all right? And he looked at me, no word of a lie, he looked at me straight up and down and went, you're from Southall, and drove off, all right? Right? And then I understood, right, I'm in India, I'm Indian, I can speak Hindi, right? I've seen tons of Indian films, I can Shah Rukh Khan this up, right? And let me do this, right? So I thought, right, let me get into character. Waved down a taxi, a little tut-tut pulled up, I was like... Bhai Saab. Up and go. Bandra jana hai. And he looked at me and he goes, no word of a lie, he looked at me and goes, you're from Manchester. Drove off, right? And I was like, all right, okay, I understand this. I'm in Mumbai, right? This is Mumbai, right? It's a filthy city. You've got to be direct with these people. It's a bit like London, right? I've watched Slumdog Millionaire. I can do this, right? So I bought a bun. There's a little pawn store. Got a bun, ripped my jeans, did a little dutty on the side of the road just to get into character, right? And I was like, right, let me get in this, right? Waved down the taxi. Taxi pulled up. I was like, hey! Spat in his face, right? They respect that, you know. They respect that. And I was like, hey! Apun ko bandra jana hai, samjhe, right? No word of a lie. I promise you, custom. No word of a lie. Guy looks me up and down, goes, "You're from East London." Drove off. All right. You know what the weirdest thing about it was? I turned out I was already in Bandra, right? I was already in Bandra. The gig was right next door to the hotel. No one told me. No one told. How racist is that? There you go. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just to tell you a little bit about what we've got on tonight. Tonight we've got a recording of a podcast. Yes, it's the Mixt Nutz Comedy podcast, and it's South Asian Heritage Month. Is that correct? This is it, and all the Asian people have gone to some sort of South Indian restaurant getting some uttapam or something like that right now. But no, this is the thing. So it's because to celebrate all this, all of the cast tonight are all from South Asian from India. There you go, and from Bangladesh and all sorts of places. So there you go. Oh, look, Indian timing, coming in late. There you go. Come on, it's all right. It's not like you're holding up the show or anything. There you go. Take a seat. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring on our first good friend, and she's lovely, and some of you will probably know her. She's very, very cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is go wild and go absolutely crazy, right? So we're going to start a little round of applause. Right? Fantastic, right? And then we'll ramp that up to level 10, right? So, follow this slam. So the clapping's going to get a little bit louder. Beautiful. A little bit more louder. Lovely. A little bit of cheering. Beautiful. More cheering. Oh, this is the most Indian thing ever. We've got prasad and everything. This is so cool. How are you?
This is the most Bangladeshi thing ever. I've got a fan. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm Shofa Miah. And I'm going to start off by asking, are there any parents in the room? Louder, are there any parents in the room? Oh, I feel sorry for you. You know what summer holidays means? Curfew, right? Look at you lot. Curfew. I don't know how some of you got out of the house. All right, so summer holidays means curfew for parents. It's just like being back in COVID again, right? You're stuck with the bloody kids. Now, I've got 3, and I can tell you I'm petrified of them. It's come to a stage where I just stay away from them. You know, if they're upstairs, I go downstairs. If I'm asleep and they come to sleep, I wake up. If they're in the garden, I come back inside. I'm scared of them. I just want to avoid them. And right now, it's only been a week, and they're eating me to bankruptcy. Yeah? You know how it's like. They're eating me to bankruptcy. Sorry, I just got happy seeing my friends there. And so what I do is I keep finding things to do. So I work full time, and some of our young people are here. Woo! I run a mental well-being charity. And I keep finding new hobbies like comedy, which I absolutely hate. But that's what my kids do to me. I just want to get away from them. Now, you all know that young people are allowed to vote now. You guys are horrible, I'm telling you. I know I work for youth, advocate for youth, but when it comes to my own children, I had a thought. I thought, do you know, all those years they've been saying they're going to go to social services, they're going to report me, they can actually bloody do that now. Yeah, those clapping are the perpetrators. There's a lot of clapping going on there. Any social workers in the room, just target these lot. Okay, so there was a Bengali saying that my mum used to say all the time. She still says it. Boro takhte mallam na morizi bai. The next part, suto takhte mallam na sulodor bai. So it means I didn't hit you when you were younger because you're going to die, and I'm not hitting you now because you're going to pull my hair and hit back. So that's the case in our household at the moment. But you might be thinking, oh, Shofa might have really cute kids in primary school or something like that. But no, they're adults. Anyone with adult kids? Yeah, I can feel the trauma in your voice. Don't they get bloody expensive? And one of mine has a car. And I can tell you his car's a lot cleaner than his bloody room. I can see my husband there nodding. I'd love to foster. Anyone have other people's kids? You can swap with my ones. Anyway, so adult kids. So my husband is the opposite. I have the opposite problem with him. He wants to run away from me, and he always does. So when I'm in the house, he's out. When I'm out the house, he's in. When I'm asleep, he's awake. At Coldplay concerts. And he doesn't have a salary like the astronomer CEO. Now, does anyone know, hands up, Long Lost Families, the program? Hands up, hands up, hands up. All right, Long Lost Families. Now, every time I watch that program, it's heartbreaking. It's beautiful. But it's very centered around the white community. All right? And every time I watch that, I think, where's the opposite version of that? Because I want to go on the one where you can lose your bloody family. Right? Yeah, those of you are laughing at what toxic families, right? So I was going to say, you might be thinking, oh, Shofa, why don't you give your kids to your family? I'm proudly estranged from them. And I want to know if there's a few left in the circle that are still, a bit difficult. And I want to go on that program. So any BBC people in the room, Dish, up there, please tell BBC to make an Asian special on not Long Lost Family, how to get rid of your family.
I'll get in touch. I will get in touch.
Anyway, and any relatives of mine that creep out from the woodworks, from the audience, don't come and see me after the show because I've already denounced you. Thank you very much. I'm Shofa Miah.
Next on to the stage,
Mohaimen! Woo! Go on, there you go. Bless you.
Yo, guys, how you guys doing? You guys good? Yo, man, my name is Mohaimen. I'm really happy to be here. I passed Whitechapel when I was coming here. Whitechapel really is the final boss of ADHD. You know what I mean? There is so much going on in Whitechapel. When you're in Whitechapel, you can get preached on, rapped at, and hit on in the same time by the same guy. You know what I mean? I'm originally from Bangladesh. To the white people, that's India. You know what I mean? It's actually 5 minutes away. It's in Whitechapel, really. I moved here from America a couple of years ago, like 8 years ago. Well, right now it's still called Canada, but fingers crossed, Fingers crossed. I came here on a free healthcare tour, I want to see how many white people will keep paying for my medication. I came here 8 years ago and I didn't know all the slang. So I knew that like peng meant hot and attractive, you know what I mean? But I didn't know, I thought that leng meant the opposite. I didn't know that it meant the same. Because usually when there's two words and they're like, the start is different, it means the opposite, right? Like inside and outside, exhale and inhale. So I was like, yo, Beyonce is peng, but Margaret Thatcher is leng. But that's okay because Margaret Thatcher is very, very cute, Someone who is undoubtedly cute is Priti Patel. Listen, regardless of your politics, Priti Patel is fucking beautiful, all right? If I was her husband, I'd try to protect those borders as well. That's all I'm saying. Priti Patel is the opposite of Butters, Butters, another word that I don't understand. Butters is ugly, but butter is delicious. It's the most delicious thing. And when you warm it up, it spreads. How much more sexual can you get? You know what I mean? One of my favorite things is like the underground. But one thing that I hate during the summer is that the underground just smells very nasty. You know what I mean? It smells like balls and ass, doesn't it? Like, I feel like back in Asia, like we have the outfits that are really good for the weather. Like, the women wear saris, the men wear like kurtas and Punjabis. I feel like those are like long, flowy dresses. They let the heat out, but they keep the smell in, And when you're away from people, you can just like air that out, My favorite line on the underground is the DLR. Do we like the DLR? Yo, I love the DLR. The DLR is like a retired roller coaster. The DLR is like if they promoted a van, When I'm on a DLR, I put my high-vis jacket on, I put my keys around my neck, I find an immigrant, and I say cash only. Have you guys seen like this poster on the underground that says not all disabilities are visible? Yo, if the underground gave a about mental health, the circle line would not exist. Oh my God, when I came here 8 years ago and I got on that thing and it started going backwards, I thought I lost my mind. And when I threw myself on the tracks, the train just went the other way. I was on a beach in Kent. And this man asked me if I wanted to go on a ride on his boat. Good try, motherfucker. The old get on my boat trick, huh? Yo, listen, I've been dealing, I've been here for 8 years, right? I've been dealing with like the British Home Office for 8 years. And that is not well named. the last thing that they do is make you feel at home, you know? They make you feel uncomfortable, like uncomfortable, not welcome. They should be called the stepfather office. That's more attractive, you know? That's my time, guys. My name is Mohaimen. I'm gonna call the next comedian on the stage. Her name is Sajeela
Kershi!
I follow my family here, and it just looks like a family, doesn't it? Because like we've got the mum, right, and the dad. The dad works hard.
I'm
to
glad you didn't
provide
say
for a
grandfather.
very high maintenance mum, by the way. And of course, there's a son. And now, where do I fit in? I'm not even the auntie. I'm like the servant, aren't I? And I just didn't get the memo that we were dressing up. So hello, my name's Sajeela. I'm quite posh, aren't I? I'm doubling up for, you know, the ethnic quota of white people, so I shall be representing them tonight. I know I don't pass, but, you know, I've done my job. I've assimilated. Not over-assimilated. I leave that to your love interest, Priti Patel. Sawala Braverman and of course Rishi Sunak.
She's jealous.
Because that's what you do when you over-assimilate, right? We don't ever want to go that far. We want to blend in, but we don't want to become them, do we? No, it's funny thing is, I actually ended up in a right-wing Tommy Robinson march. I was going on it's by accident. Seriously, I end up in these scenarios by accident. And I was going on tour, and I was like doing stuff, you know, passport and stuff in London, and I got caught up, and it was really interesting because we got indigenous British people in. Any indigenous British people? Yes, hello. Oh,
You started the fighting. You
I
started
love
the
that there's
fighting.
shame around it. Like, no, it's him. It's him. You are the indigenous. Thank you for letting us all into your country. Because, you see, my family, they moved to Reigate. I was a first-generation immigrant. They took all the jobs. They took all your houses. They took all your benefits. You can say what you will about immigrants. We know how to multitask, don't we, guys? Anyway, so I you know, British people, you're very polite, aren't you? Very polite. So I'm in this march, and they're all chanting. It's really quite aggressive. And they kept looking at me like, oh, God, she shouldn't be here. Like, what's she fucking doing here? What's she doing here? Why is she on the boat? Why is she in the boat? And this is my idea of how we deal with the boat situation is with the boats that we have, right? I think we should put all the Tommy Robinson people in the boats and then ship them off to France. What do you think? But anyway, I'm on the march and they're chanting, I know, and it's like, who the F is Allah? Who the F is Allah? I know people are going to be offended when I say that, but I didn't say it. They were saying it. And I know that you're probably really angry. I probably angered you, Brady, Centre, Munch, wherever we are, right? I probably angered you, but I did not, because I have love in my heart. Yes, I do, London. And I just felt pity for them. I thought, bless them. They've only got one tooth between the whole fucking march, right? Because dental hygiene is so important, but apparently racists don't understand that. And I thought, who the F is Allah? God, they don't even have access to Google. All you had to do was just to Google and find out. So I went to Australia earlier on the year on tour. Have you been to Australia? Yeah, it's lovely because I thought now that I've screwed up here, I can screw up Australia. And I'm working my way through. And before I went, I thought, you know, because I am actually a woman of a certain age, by the way. That's what I'm representing here. Woman of a certain age. I am with my fan because I'm sweating like a pig. Don't worry, it's a halal pig. And I thought, right, you know what? I'm going to make an effort. I am going to make an effort for Australia, right? I'm going to get down with the kids, right? And I haven't had any attention for a long time. Haven't paid myself any attention. And I know this is a bit shocking, Asian brown people, but I had my bikini line waxed. The situation here, right? Because I know, and this will blow your mind because you're quite young, aren't you? Right? Back in the day, right? Back in the day, dinosaur women, we had hair down there. I know. It's shocking, isn't it? Shocking. I didn't know that Asian people remove it anyway. Is that true? Why is no one admitting to this? Yes, see, I hear you, sister. You hear? Oh, yeah. So I've just let it grow, like asunder. And I go to Leicester. I go and see a South Asian. And I thought, she's my sister. She'll understand the hairsuit problem because we are so hairy, Asian people, aren't we? So hairy, right? Unless you're Gujarati, you're never hairy, right? So. And And she waxes, right? And she goes, would you like a Bollywood or a Hollywood? I said, oh, a Bollywood. She goes, no, I meant a Hollywood. And I thought that would be interesting, a Bollywood. Anyway, she only did one side. And the reason why she only did one side, not because I was in pain. I've had a natural birth, guys, right? So no pain relief. It's because she sneezed, right? And I said, whoa, stop there. And she sneezed twice more in my crutch. And then I said, look, bitch, right, we just had COVID and everything. We can't have this. And she said, no, madam, I'm not got a cold. It's just an allergy, an allergic reaction to hair. Anyway, I only had one side done. So I took a photo, sent it to my friend who I was going on tour with. And I said, look at that. It's like half and half, right? And she goes, Victoria, right? I go to Dubai airport. Anybody love Dubai? I hate Dubai airport. I hate it, because we're always going to get stopped. She's white, she's blonde, she doesn't get stopped. I'm saying, look, watch it, I'm going to get randomly searched, right? And lo and behold, I get randomly searched, and behind me, I can't believe my beautiful blonde friend, she's getting randomly searched, and I took a photo. Now, nobody told me, London, that you're not supposed to take photos at Dubai airport. They got pissed off. I had an arm grab my arm and say, you must delete that. And I said, don't, get your hands off me, because suddenly I went all London, right? Get your hands off me. And he said, just delete it. And I said, all right. And I said, funny thing, we're comedians, they don't give a shit, right? And anyway, we go to the plane, but I can't handle this kind of thing. I thought, right, do you know what? I'm not having this, because I'm really feisty. I'm not having this. So as I'm going into the plane, I just went, right. And as I tried to run to the plane with my friends, right, the guards came running over, grabbed me, right, pulled us over and said, give us your phone. I said, no, you don't understand. I've deleted it, give us your phone. And they started scrolling to before I had my bikini line on. And then they enlarged, said something in Arabic, intelligible. And I think they said, have you got Dropbox? Anyway, that's me, but I feel...
Hey!
I feel that I think the big G is calling me. The big G, are you there, man?
I'm here, yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hey!
I'm the big G. I'm the voice of God tonight. But yeah, guys, great stuff. How we doing in the audience? Yeah, you enjoying the show?
Loving it.
Oh yeah? Okay, who was your favorite act so far?
I don't know.
Okay, it is a contest. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to be coming around to you and asking if you have anything to say. We're going to be talking about the good news, because we're Mixt Nutz, and we only talk about the good news.
And if anyone is wanted by the police or would not want to be filmed, please tell us, because we will not get our cameras near you. Lovely cameraman Paul will not go anywhere near you.
We may collect the reward on your head, though, make a bit of extra cash. But guys, good news this week.
Yay.
India making the headlines. Did you hear about the Indian woman?
The Indian woman.
There's several here.
Famous
Did anyone hear about
internationally.
any Indian women?
Famous internationally
Which
for
one?
shoplifting.
Texas.
In Texas, in a
yes.
Target.
In a Target.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Because a lot of the goods are made in India. She's just getting the returns. That's all she's doing.
Right.
She's not doing anything else. She's getting the returns and so on and so forth. But a lot of people on the internet were going mad about, is it a good representation of Indian people? Because went viral, went all over the place.
Jay, tell us what the story is. What is the story?
Well, an Indian woman went into Target.
From India, straight from India, or is she
As a visitor.
Yeah. I think she's marrying a cousin. Right? Anyway, she goes to this Target in Illinois, I think it is, and she pays for some goods, right? So she's not that bad, right? But she gets a trolley and fills it up with about $1,300 worth of goods.
For 7 hours.
And tries to get over 7 hours. She's in the shop for 7 hours. If that doesn't scream Indian woman to you right there.
What was she doing for 7 hours? Trying to find the best
yeah.
deals to steal?
What was she doing?
Also, it's ironic, because when you're here, it's the Indian people in the shop that look if you're shoplifting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, if Osama bin Laden stole anything, Indians would find him in a day, you know? An Indian boss man will track you down like a greyhound.
I reckon she's in the Target shopping for 7 hours, right? Her husband is just standing outside going, please kill me now. I've been here. Just buy the shoes, will you? Just buy the shoes. This is it.
But you know, Jay, the funny thing is, if you watch the video right to the end, so she says, please, it's not in this accent. I'm not going to do that accent.
How
It's
racist
not very
is
good.
that?
I know.
Can't you do it in
Please,
that
please,
accent?
yeah, I can't.
please.
I've got a daughter. I've got a 20-year-old daughter. So I do have empathy for her because that could be any parent. They might be out of the house. They don't want to go home. So how can I get away from my bloody kids? And it's summer holidays.
I can't believe it, right? I'm sorry. No sympathy for this bitch, right? Seriously, £1,300 worth of shoplifting in 7 hours. Amateur, 7 hours to nick that much. Also, I'm very disappointed at her, right? I'm disappointed because I'm just thinking, look, no class, absolutely zero class, nick big. Why didn't you go to the designer stores?
Yes.
Why didn't you steal bigger? In 7 hours, what could you have stolen there? And you could have resold that. Target ain't that expensive.
You are so Indian. You are so Indian. Because I know there are people in here going $1,300 divided by 7 hours. That's less than $200 an hour. I know you were. I know you were trying to work out this average. We're Indians. We do this stuff. But
not all South Asian ladies are bad. Have you got any good South Asian lady stories?
Yes, we do. We do. Any fans of Charlie XCX in the house?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did
All right, we got. Oh, what's your name? What's your name?
Myra,
What's your favorite Charlie XCX song?
party for you.
Could you give us a few lyrics?
go.
It's literally the same. It's like party for you, party for you.
Party for you, party for you, party for you.
Yeah.
And she had a really modest wedding recently with her new husband. Now you hear about this?
Yes.
Did you guys know Charlie XCX is half Asian, South Asian? Do you know she's
I
half-
had no idea who the hell she was.
Come
I had
on.
to Google her,
She's
and I was
big.
like, "What? She's supposed to be
She's
famous. Why
big.
haven't I heard of her?"
All the kids are into her.
Sajeela thought it was a typo.
She's half
It was a
Gujarati.
typo.
She's half Gujarati. She's half
Yeah,
Gujarati.
exactly. But she's also cheap, right? Because that wedding dress, apparently, it costs like 1,800 or something.
From
It
Target.
looks like it came from Target, quite frankly. She
Yeah.
probably nicked it from Target. Maybe that's why Auntie G was stealing all the stuff. She was trying to get her a wedding dress. And like the
It's a 20-year-old
cocktails
girl.
were like £8, and it's like, my God, that is. You could have had an Indian wedding. It would have been. It's actually cheaper than an Indian wedding because we spend a lot more, don't we?
Have you got
Way
any
more than
wedding stories? Wedding stories? Like what's
Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like Manos, how many? Voice of God. Sorry. How many people were on that wedding? Was it only about 20 people or something like that? Right?
35, I believe.
35, right? That is not a Gujarati wedding. Okay,
Yeah.
that is not a Gujarati wedding.
Just a few close friends.
Yeah, I had 700 at my wedding, right? 700, right? And I've never seen them since, all right? I've been married 15 years. They ate my food and left, okay? Right? This is the thing. This is like, I know that there's like Asian parents and stuff like that. There are some Asian parents who are going to, let's say, the O2 in Greenwich, looking at going, it's not big enough. I want double this size and free catering and
They will
Diet
be
Pepsi.
They will be getting married, though. They're going to have a big one in Italy in a few months, though. They're going to go all out for that one.
Now that sounds
was
Gujarati.
This
Now
was
that
the
sounds Gujarati.
legal marriage.
That's
The-
going to be the real Indian wedding, I reckon, because this one was like the. I'm sorry, white people, but it was white wedding because she's wearing a white dress, right? She's wearing a minging, really cheap-looking white dress. But I think the Indian one, that is where the money's going to go in Sicily.
Mohaimen?
But I feel like, a lot of people say that, she's half Indian, but I've never seen her be like, oh, I'm half Indian. Like, I don't think she cares. I feel like it's like when your mom is like, hey, my cousin's wife's cousin's brother-in-law's second sister is in town. Like, who cares,
I'm going to stand up for her here a bit because she has done some articles, and her mum's a lovely South Asian Gujarati woman, and I think her dress was worth. It was a Vivienne Westwood one she changed out of, and it was worth quite a bit. I think 3K or something. But talking about wedding dresses, if I go back 24 years to my own wedding, it wasn't as grand because we're Bangladeshi, and both sides paid for the wedding.
It was this wedding dress.
Yeah, no, it wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. And we didn't get to choose. I know there's a few of my friends here, and we've been through the same ordeal. We don't get to choose our wedding outfits. It was chosen for us.
Oh.
Yeah, by our mother-in-laws or our sister-in-laws.
That's just like a Gujarati wedding.
And
to be
at my
honest.
wedding, I really do not have any recollection. And I tell you why. I'll tell you why. And I think some of you will agree, because I was like this the whole day.
Wow.
And I was told, listen, If you talk, you've had and laugh, you've had a love marriage, and that's not allowed. And if you cry, that means you're being forced to marry. So I said, what am I supposed to bloody do then? And just shut up and look demure. So, and sadly, when I got to my husband's house, and he's here somewhere, and when the drape came off, I was like, ta-da! And he didn't have a clue what the rest of the 24 years was going to be like. So, I can see some of you laughing. My friend Sheba there, going, oh, okay, and some of you. But sorry to dump my trauma on you guys.
But this is also one of the, because when I got married, we went to a registry and we did the little ceremony and everything like that, and I was nervous. I don't know what it is. I was quite nervous, and there's a little bit in the ceremony where they kind of go, if anyone here disagrees with this particular wedding, say so now or forever hold your peace or whatever, right? And there's the other part of it where you're supposed to say I do, right? And that's like a big life commitment. And I had to absolutely make sure that I don't say I do at the wrong moment where they're saying, is there anyone here who disagrees with this? Yeah, me. Right? And I was so scared that when it came to that bit, right, the registrar looked at me and went like this. And then when it came to the point, it was like this, right?
Talking about weddings, though, Charlie XCX, we're happy for her getting married, but Coldplay as well are ruining marriages lately.
Is that what
hear
this
about
camera?
this one?
Is that what this camera's for? Is that it? Is that catching the HR director and so on? This is it.
Manos, you're standing right next to my husband. You can ask him what he was doing at the Coldplay concert.
What were you doing at the Coldplay concert?
You're at the wrong event, mate. This ain't the Coldplay concert, yeah?
Sorry, guys, I'm going to the Coldplay concert.
He was just having a productive meeting with his head of HR, you know?
Who's that beautiful lady sitting next to you?
I mean, but Coldplay, though, what kind of a band to, go on a romantic date? Their songs make you cry, don't they?
I'd rather go to a Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
That's more of a cheating concert, to be honest with you.
What's the story, guys?
So he was the CEO of a big multi-million, and he decided to go with his HR exec to a Coldplay concert. The camera spun around, and it caught them hugging.
It's a bit like Titanic revisited, isn't it? Really, that scene.
And they just flew off each other. And what everyone was saying, all the Gen Z are saying, they could have styled it out. They could have been doing the Heimlich maneuver, or just styling out or whatever. I don't know.
That's a good excuse. That's a good one.
You lie too easily. Yeah.
So I wrote a little bit for this, especially.
Okay.
So see if you can spot some
Spotlight,
of their
please.
So look, I feel sorry for the couple, ladies and gentlemen. I feel sorry for the couple. I'm sure they never meant to cause any trouble. Probs is that they should have done a Cinderella and gone home at midnight. These are all songs, by the way.
Does anyone here listen to Coldplay? You need to listen to Coldplay to get the
Charlie XCX crowd.
These are Coldplay.
But they took their eyes off the clock. Another song. Before they knew it, faster than the speed of sound. Another song. Everything was yellow as the lights flashed on them, and the HR lady having the affair started to shiver. Another song. So you're not bloody Coldplay fans. And the CEO's like, don't panic. Another song. Let's talk. And HR lady is like, are you kidding me? I was just trying to fix you. And it's literally my job in HR, it is. But people like me don't care who's doing who. Some things just like this. That's another song. As I believe we should all experience paradise and magic and adventure of a lifetime. As my motto is, Viva la Viva.
There you go.
So,
Amazing.
14 songs. 14 songs. I
Amazing.
researched that.
Sajeela, this audience are more accustomed to Udit Narayan, Arjit Singh, Kumar Sanu, and I don't think they've got a clue about Coldplay. So.
No, but come on, get into Coldplay. They are romantic. They are.
Speaking of a new romance, have we heard about the romance that's happened with the Nelk Brothers podcast? Who have they been cozying up to? And who's heard of the Nelk Brothers? And have you heard about this story with Bibi Netanyahu?
God, yeah.
That one. Yes. Isn't this he's now becoming a Bibi Netanyahu, like the son of Benjamin Netanyahu, who wants to now become a podcaster or something?
No. Baby.
is Benjamin.
He is
Bibi
Benjamin.
It's the same. It's the
That's
same
his
person.
nickname.
Oh, should I
Serious?
say-
Benjamin's like
Yeah,
street
it's like
now.
Any
Not to be
Bengalis out there would
confused.
have the duck num, so that's
Yeah.
the.
So Bibi is a South Asian name traditionally for Bengali women. I think it means lady or princess. All my friends were like Amina Bibi, Khadija Bibi, Ruxana Bibi.
But in Arab culture, of course, Habibi.
Habibi.
Is darling, and he's anything but a darling, is he?
Bibi is a very cute name for a genocider. You know
and
what
it
I mean?
also
Genocide.
means
It's very good. It's a catchy genocidal
and it also
name,
means
isn't it?
grandma in Bengali. Your dad's mum can be called Bibi as well. But what Netanyahu's trying to do is they've indoctrinated, obviously, the real life, kids. Now they're going all AI and advancing. So it's so pathetic. I don't know if anyone's watched it. It's very hard to watch.
What's the story, guys? What's the story? Who are these guys? The Nelk Boys podcast. Who
So-
you guys?
They're basically very well-known podcasters. Though again, never heard of them. So some people you probably have. And they've got millions upon millions of followers. And so he and Trump are trying to get a younger audience. So he thought it'd be a great idea to go on this podcast, which Trump had already done. And on the podcast, these two guys have they have someone who's on the bloody wanted list, right? I mean, they're not wanted in a good way either. And they have a chance to ask him like serious questions. But what they got out of him was that he prefers Burger King to McDonald's, right? This is what they got out of him. And I was like, you've got an opportune moment to get those questions. I was really angry with that.
Deep journalism there.
Yeah.
But what about Mehdi Hassan, though, facing the right-wingers? You heard about this one?
Well, I am
You guys see that?
loving Mehdi
I
Hassan.
saw that. That was brutal. Does anyone here see that?
Yeah.
That was like horrific. For those who don't know, basically there's this kind of podcasty thing where basically they get a progressive and 20 proper right-wing conservatives, and they get 20 minutes to debate each other and so on. And one guy actually professed quite happily that he was a fascist, and Mehdi Hussein shouldn't even be in the country, and he was laughing along throughout the whole thing. Like, white people are scary. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The last time I heard.
And that thing was kicking off. And I followed up on this. The guy who said he was a fascist, right? His boss sacked him the next day.
That's right. But
They
you know what
sacked
else
him.
he did?
Yeah.
He made a Kickstarter page.
Yes.
And he raised $30,000
Yes.
$30,000 from fellow fascists to support him.
Yes.
You know. And but I think what we learned from this is there's absolutely no room in the workplace for fascism ever, unless of course you're a traffic warden. Yeah, it's okay, it's all right there.
Don't forget, $1,300 of that was from some Indian woman from Target. So
It's true. She paid her dues there.
So who else needs a promotion? So Stephen Colbert, his show's been cancelled.
that is so sad.
Yeah. So
That is so sad.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So does anybody know? Is even anyone? Yeah. So late night American TV. Okay, and it's an institution. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing, and it's so important these times for us to be able to push back on the zeitgeist and on the power. Now, obviously, they're anti-Trump, so you've watched it, right? Because you've been quite following this quite closely. Are you a fan?
Stephen Colbert?
Yeah.
I don't really like him. He doesn't really resonate with me.
He doesn't like you either, Mohaimen.
So he's the one that got him cancelled.
Yeah, I don't really f with him, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's the last name. It's Colbert or Colbert.
Colbert, I believe it's Colbert.
And that's why you don't like him.
That's why you don't like him.
Yeah.
Apparently, Bibi Netanyahu's going to be taking over the show if his podcast, ends up being a success.
Sponsored by Burger King.
Does anybody here in the audience? Does anybody have a podcast? Yeah. Who said that? You. Hello. What's your name?
I'm Iki Carroll.
Oh, Iki Carroll. Miki. Oh, I'm Miki Carroll.
Miki.
Amiki Carroll.
Get the microphone to it. Get the microphone to it.
Amiki Carroll.
That's a better name than Colbert.
What's your podcast about?
World changes.
Oh, what sort of world changes?
I interview people, ordinary people doing extraordinary things around the world.
Oh.
I'm
That's a
available.
round of applause right
I'm
there.
available if you want to interview me. I do extraordinary things all over the world.
Well, maybe you
That's
should get
great. We'll
Mehdi-
look out for that. We'll check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, you should get Mehdi Hassan on. Yeah, it's Mehdi
Well,
Hassan, isn't it?
someone-
I've got that right, yeah.
Someone close to the Brady Centre, the Brady Centre's Bangladeshi bunch has been cancelled as well. Nadia
Really?
Hussain.
Who's been cancelled?
Nadia Hussain, the cook.
The
Oh,
cook?
Nadia Hussain. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to let everybody else talk first because I have not got good things to say about her.
Sajeela, I'm kind of edging towards you, so I'll let these two go first.
I love
Look at
Nadia
these.
Hussain.
I love her too. Look at these.
Do you like her more than Pretty
vindictive
Patel?
women, by the way. This is definitely a South Asian comedy night. You guys are so jealous.
Okay, listen. So basically, the story is Nadia Hussain. She's a great cook. We have her cookbooks at home, and probably the reason why I don't like it is because my nieces they always say, "Oh, I wish she was my auntie." I was like, "What the I'm your auntie. I'm your colour, and that's it. There ain't no other colour. It's just me." But it's basically she's got like her show's been cancelled, but she's had a good 10-year run. I don't think she understands how TV works. I mean, especially talking to someone who's had like so many close calls to getting BBC things commissioned, and then it never happens. She's had a good about 10-year run, and now it just sounds like she's got sour grapes because she's moaning about the fact that they were mean to her, they were this, they were that. And I think it's just TV. That's the way it is.
Sajeela, I stopped becoming a fan when she was on her earlier days and she baked a cake. Do you remember?
Bake Off, yeah.
No, she baked a cake.
That's what she did.
She baked
That's
a
what
very
she's famous
important
for.
cake. Does anyone know which
the
cake
Queen.
it was? For the Queen, because I know what ingredients I would have put in there. The Queen would have,
She's not around
Yeah,
anymore.
so
You
that's
can't-
when
I
I
like the Queen.
lost her
I like the
fanship.
Queen.
Well, no comment. But that's when I lost any faith in a fellow Bangladeshi, British Bangladeshi baker who baked for the Queen and didn't put any foreign activities in there or ingredients in
Well,
there.
someone who's doing well out of the South Asian ladies. Here's a positive South Asian lady story is Zara Sultana. She's doing...
Zara Sultana. She's making a
story?
new party with Jeremy Corbyn.
What's the story there, guys? Mohaimen.
Yes.
Mohaimen, what's
So Zara Sultana and Jeremy Corbyn are making a new left-wing party.
Yeah.
And today, actually, they have like a vote to see
Yes.
what name, like what the name is gonna be. You know what I mean? What would you name it?
To be honest, I'd be like, it was like we're f***ed, right? That is literally what's happening in politics right now. Whether you look left, right, we are screwed. And I don't know, where the hell's the Lib Dems gone? It's like they've disappeared off the face of the earth. They're not doing anything. I think, yes, we do need an alternative. It's such a shame because I really love Corbyn. And I think that actually it's all come to light, that it was all framed up, that whole anti-Semitism thing, and then you can see how it's played out. And I love Sultana, right? But the thing is, he's too old. He's too old now. Yeah, unfortunately, it is. He's getting too old. He really had it a few years ago. We should have had him in power then. And she's a little bit young, and it's just not meaty enough. They're going to get eaten up. And I really want this to work, but they need some more superpower behind them. And the front person has to be someone who's charismatic, because that is, unfortunately, what makes people vote for you. And Corbyn was once, but he's kind of lost that edge now.
It's the saddest state in politics that we see right now, and the fact that everyone's all sort of like sitting there saying, "Oh, it's too woke, or it's too this, or that, the other." It's like, look, like the world has gone extreme right wing. We just look at America, and even the UK. We had Boris Johnson, for crying out loud. The country was literally falling apart, and it needs real proper leadership. It needs government to sit there and go, the point of government is to actually help the people that are actually in this country, not billionaires, right? Which every single politician all over the world is just now concentrating on billionaires right now.
Jay,
Donald Trump. Yeah.
I'm wondering, are we in a comedy show?
Is this your manifesto?
But I think,
Is this your
I think
political manifesto?
Mohaimen, you asked what should the party be called? I think it should be called Free the Watermelon.
Does anybody have any suggestions for what the party should be called? Good one. We'll email that to them. That's a good.
Starmer, unfortunately, has screwed it so badly that Labour's become a dirty word now. Sorry.
Horrible.
Keeping it positive, guys.
Just want to remind everybody that the views by each comedian are their own individual views and do not affect the production of this show.
So, do you know Bangladeshis, we are great at politics. My favourite politics is Bangladeshi politics. It's either Awami League or BNP, or nothing in between.
All right, guys, but what about this? It's not all bad news, because the coolest city in the UK has just been revealed. Does anybody know? Did you hear about this?
Is it Whitechapel? Is it Whitechapel?
Whitechapel.
It's just outside of Edinburgh, a little place called Stockbridge.
Stockbridge, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, voted the coolest city in the UK. It's because they have really good restaurants.
What?
Who voted?
Isn't cool? No. Just a cool place to be, And
Well, Edinburgh's a very cold place anyway, even during the summer. That's probably why it's the coolest
Do
place.
you know, we're about in the Edinburgh Festival, just literally on the curb of Edinburgh Festival, and I think this has been like some kind of, because it's so expensive, we can't go. Jay's going.
I'm going.
He's sold one of his kidneys. That's
Both of them. In Target.
And his children.
Two for one deal.
Only way you can go to Edinburgh. So I just wonder if it's a marketing thing, like, if you go just outside of Edinburgh, it's so much cheaper for you comedians to stay at. So I don't know if that's a little kind of ruse.
Probably, yeah. I think it's the people trying to avoid the comedians who go there. Because, the people who live in Edinburgh, they can't stand the Fringe Festival. Last time I was there, the garbage men were on strike, and there was garbage everywhere. But we still threw it and on the floor. But a bit of bad news coming from GB News, though. They actually hate a lot of UK towns.
They've labelled there's a new term for it.
Yes. That's right.
I think they hate a lot of people, full stop. I think they even hate themselves.
UK.
There's a lot of self-loathing going on.
They call it the UK. Yeah.
What is UK panel? What do you know? What the term?
GB News has this new documentary where this is what they're talking about. It's like a viral documentary. They're asking this guy about old British things like Andre the Great. I don't know who the that is, to be honest with you. I thought it was like a wrestler who was with Hulk Hogan or something like that. And basically people online are just very
he's
divided
related
upon that.
He's related to Peter Andre.
Yeah. But then it turns out that the person that they were interviewing, his brother comes to his rescue and says, "Hey, you just picked on my brother who's autistic." Right, and this is basically, a badgering and kind of harassment, which it is, because the poor guy, he was just answering these he was so answering them so earnestly. It was so sweet, wasn't it? But yeah, it was a terrible, terrible, blot on the landscape. But it was really an excuse to say how much they hated foreigners.
Exactly, and did you hear about the schoolgirl as well who got kicked out of school because she was wearing the Union Jack T-shirt?
Oh, that's just going over the top. And the fact that it's just a girl wearing a dress, and
I know, but it wasn't very flattering on her.
Yeah, but
Listen,
that's a different question.
When Jerry Halliwell from Spice Girls wore it, it was okay. But again, I'm going to be a bit on the other side.
Oh.
Again, as a Bangladeshi, we're obsessed with our flag, and we kind of wear it on our head. Somebody said you guys stole the idea from the Japanese, but we didn't. But we put it on our face.
Can we check in the audience who Bangladeshis are wearing flags on their heads? I don't.
Well, not today. It's our day off.
Who are you?
It's our day off
Who are
today.
these people?
So for me, it's normal. I've dressed my kids in a longi to go to school, and they've still got trauma from it. But I just love everything Bangladeshi, and we just wear our flag.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If Jerry could do it.
Yeah, but do you wear it just willy-nilly?
Yeah.
I mean, not, because the story was that this girl, it was actually Culture Day. So Culture Day, they come in as their culture, and I guess, what is British culture? One person, indigenous person. What is your, and I've assimilated, so.
Channeling the Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls.
What is British Spice Girls?
But I tell you what, there's also another way to look at this, that the parents were really bloody lazy and came to Culture Day and I thought, oh fuck, we were going to dress them up like a sticky toffee pudding and that's not going to, a pot of tea, sorry, that's Indian. But I think they just ran out of time. So they ran down to Pound Shop and got a flag and a couple of things and then put them around, because it just looked a bit cheap. When we had Culture Day, I wore my mum's like £800 Banarsi sari. Do you know, with class, right? There was no pound shops then. So I think that's all it was. But I do think it was a bit harsh going after a little girl. I think that was wrong.
I feel bad for the little girl in Bangladesh who probably made the dress, you know.
It was made in China.
That was the
Made
real
in
victim.
China. How more British can you get than that?
But talking about British pride, King Charles recently had his portrait painted, personal, and painted by an AI. That's right. Did you hear about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last portrait that was painted of him was a disaster. Does anyone remember it? You were laughing. So it was all in red, and it basically made him look like Freddy Krueger. And those of you who are young, you might not know that reference. But so now, this year, he thought, no, I'm going to change it. So let's get a robot to draw it. But there is a funny story about life drawing, but I'm going to let Mohaimen come in.
And next they're going to teach robots how to kill people in tunnels.
No?
No Princess Diana jokes? Okay, that's fine.
I got that reference.
I got that. Yeah, so talking about life drawing, so when I was in college, there was, I went to art college. It sounds really posh, it's not, it's in Church Street. And
That's a factory.
All the
That's a
17-year-old,
factory.
my 17-year-old, classmates, they're all super excited. Yeah, we're going to get someone who looks like Pamela Anderson or, what's the other one's name? Linda Lizardi, all those celebrities from the 90s. And so I wasn't allowed to do it because I'm Muslim. I had to go all the way to South Kensington to draw animals while everyone got to paint a beautiful woman, which I thought that was going to happen. So they're all dressed up, ready with their easels, and there's about 30 kids waiting for a pretty, clothless woman to come on. And in walks Prince Charles.
Wow. Wow.
No, it was a man in his 70s, I think, and because
So not Prince Charles.
No, Prince Charles look-alike. And so the teacher chose him particularly because they can get all the contours and the chiaroscuros and all of that. Yes, and he was all clean. There
Were
was
the
no
balls on the floor?
No, so have you never done life drawing before?
No.
Sorry, such uncultured people. So life drawing is when the easels are
Imagine
out.
Priti Patel.
And
there you go.
and you have a stage set up where the life model comes in and you're drawing.
Is it just a strip club for like artistic people?
and teenagers?
Have you
No,
seen
and for the
Titanic,
rest
Mohaimen?
of the term, they had to draw the Prince Charles look-alike. So that's my life drawing trauma.
I don't
which
ask
I
this
missed.
question, but all I'm thinking is how big was one of his hands? That's all I'm asking. Was it sausages?
He didn't
big?
have hands.
No.
Sausages or big snakes. Big snakes for hands.
Oh,
We're
yes.
going on to the snakes on a plane story.
Yes.
What's that about?
This is basically a guy sitting next to a snake. There's nothing else to tell about that story. In the fact that
Like
the
an
snake was on
emotional
there.
snake, somebody who betrays you?
Oh
or
no! Oh, let me explain. It's a proper. I don't know what make of a snake it was, but it was like a snake on a plane, and
That's a movie.
Was it? Was it a
No,
Ryanair
so it was
flight or
a
something?
snake in the baggagey kind of area.
Yes, but
so
it
it
came
wasn't
out.
actually in the plane. So the
Yeah.
plane sign had stopped, and they had to get rid of the snake. Now,
Yeah.
had they not found the snake, they would have had to evacuate the whole plane and pull it apart until they found the snake. Now the snake turns out, it's okay, it wasn't poisonous. But this is my worst story because I hate snakes, and when I saw snakes on the plane, it really freaked me out. So there's two places where I'm really scared of snakes: is snakes on a plane or snakes in a toilet, which is why I always put loads of toilet roll down because I've got this vision that it's going to scream out and it's going to be a poisonous snake and just bite my mimsy. Do you know what I mean? I live in that
At least
fear.
But
Had
your
it
pubic
waxed.
hair is going to protect you, though.
Yeah.
Oh?
You've had a
But
Bollywood.
that was the story, but it wasn't a poisonous one. But it doesn't make any difference because I find them. Do we hate snakes in here? Yeah, they're just. I don't know if they're
lovely.
poisonous or not.
Does anybody?
That was in Australia. It was an
nice.
Australian plane, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I went to Australia.
But listen,
It could've been
has anyone travelled in Bangladesh, Biman? Oh, yeah. So you don't. Snakes on a plane are nothing.
Yeah.
Travelling for a direct
Bangladesh.
flight from Heathrow,
Bangladeshi-
Gatwick, Stansted, or wherever you go from to Bangladesh. To Sylhet Airport, you were talking about Dubai Airport. You need to try Shah Jalal Airport in Bangladesh.
Can
The
anyone
snake did
describe-
have a passport, though.
But I mean,
Describe a plain toilet on a Bangladeshi airline.
During Ramadan, it's not a toilet. The flood. It's like a flooded plane with brown things floating on the top.
Okay, but that's not just Bangladesh. Can I just say, I'm sorry, South Asian people, you're letting us down. Every time I fly with other South Asian people, you are dirty. Dirty, 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 dirty. And I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, it's a gender-related thing. It's men. You are filthy. It's always
We'd
disgusting.
just like to apologise on behalf of all South Asian men in the audience.
It is
We don't
always
mean
filthy.
any.
We're
I left
sorry.
a cup in the bathroom here if anybody needs to take a number 2, by the way.
Oh my God, how you've saved it up for the 2 weeks that you were overseas. You save it up and think, I'm going to have it all out on the plane. And then us poor women have to go in after. Am I right, ladies? Yeah.
Well,
Right, for the guys.
talking-
Has anyone here ever got into a shower after, like daughters or what, your wife has got into the shower, and then they do that thing where they pull the hair out
They put it
and
on
they
the wall.
stick it
Yeah,
on
it
the
looks like
wall,
a fucking murder scene.
and then you walk in afterwards going, "What the hell is that?" Right? That's a snake on a plane to us, okay? Am I right, guys? There you go. Balance.
Well, that's snakes stuck on a plane, but what about a plane stuck in a country? What's that story about, Manos?
Oh! What's that story about?
The fighter jet. The fighter
we got a British airplane, an F-35B.
Yes.
Parked in India in one of the hangars there.
The traffic. It's the traffic.
You know,
What
they
happened?
can't get out.
Why is it there?
It's got some mechanical problems with it, apparently. They're still trying to figure out what it is, but it's been there for a few weeks now, and the Indian authorities have said if it doesn't move soon, they're going to have to clamp it and give it parking tickets.
that's Asian businesses for you. That's all it is. There's a guy in a hut somewhere kind of going, I'll do it in a week. I'll £20. That's it. I'm going to do it in a week. And it'll cost him 1,800 quid. I'll guarantee you. That's just Asian people doing
I
business.
think they're using it for a Bollywood movie set. But listen, I don't mind. If Shah Rukh Khan comes out, like Pathan. Anyone know Pathan? Woo! It's okay. But I think, does anyone remember MacGyver? Yeah. You guys are the oldies then. So you'd put MacGyver in a room.
Explain to the young people
Oh!
who MacGyver is.
I'll let Jay.
You don't need to know.
Listen,
Mohaimen, do you know?
listen, I just present young from the outside. I'm ancient inside. But do you know MacGyver?
I know it's like a guy who fixes things with other things, but they're not supposed to be the things that you're fixing with. Yeah.
He's a
Sounds
hero.
like Donald Trump. It sounds like Donald Trump.
And you leave him in the room with a paperclip,
He's made a bomb.
a hammer, and some string and some elastic bands, and he comes out with a tank, basically. That's MacGyver. But the funny thing is, when I went to Bangladesh in December last year, switched the TV on, guess what? They still show MacGyver. And I think the reason for that is they still want to make us believe it's the James Bonds and the Indiana Jones and the MacGyvers and the Knight Riders. They're the heroes, that white hero macho man. So I was quite disappointed to see MacGyver. I thought, no, we need to bring in Shah Rukh and Salman Khan and Salman Shah, which is the Bengali version, for those of you who know. So I'm going to pass it over. Any more MacGyver?
No, I still have none the wiser what the hell this Godiva thing is. I know Godiva chocolate, and that's about
It's
as
a
far as
TV
I go.
show.
But I just know that this story, they got a team of 40 people. Is that 14 or 40? Was it 14 or 40? I remember there's a 4.
I believe it was 40.
40 people to go out there from the UK to go and basically fix this airplane. And they've been there for like 7 weeks or something. And I think they're just on a jolly. I think they deliberately stranded this plane out there. And it's like, oh dear, it's brokey wokies, right? And then they've just gone out for a little holiday and they're just hunting it somewhere. Because it's supposed to be a beautiful part of the world, isn't it? So that's what I think is happening. Or, conspiracy theory. I think you think I'm going where I'm going. Yeah, you're going there.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Is I think they're planting things, right? Because they're going to be watching that part of the world.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that.
People. Yeah.
Going on to another beautiful part. So they're in a beautiful part, but have you seen that report about India's hotspots? All these amazing clubs and nice hotels. Have you seen that report?
What?
In the news.
There's
by the way, I'm deaf, so yeah, I have to get my translator.
India's
he's my stunt double. He's my stunt double.
Let's end on a
Apparently,
high.
there's nice places in India. I haven't heard of it personally, but
Nice place.
No.
in India.
It's the
That's,
Indian
that's what
rich
they're saying.
people, the Indian rich celebrities who frequent in the
so it's
UK.
not Wembley.
No.
Who go to these clubs?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
And,
Okay. So interestingly enough, this is interesting because we've always been left out of these clubs, the gentlemen's clubs here in the UK, and I've just literally come from the Groucho Club, don't you know?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I've been.
and my son, because they've got like the equivalent of the Soho Club, which is in the UK, and I didn't know this because my son's a member of the club. He's in the audience. This is true. They're all over the place, aren't they? So they're building a Soho Club version in India. There you go.
Yes,
There's another one for you to go.
yeah.
And so now the rich elite can also go to these clubs. And I don't know what the point of that story is. I'll be honest.
It's
They're getting rid
we don't
of
either. We
rich.
don't
Yeah.
either. But it's
They're
just to
rich.
finish
Are
on a
they-
high
are they
note
gonna
that the rich
applaud
people in India are
we
not
applaud
sticking to the
them?
old school ways of going clubbing. They're more chilled out, you know.
But you know, to
Yeah.
this day, there's signs that exist in India, one in Shimla in particular, and it said no dogs and Indians allowed. Sorry to
The signs
bring the
allowed.
tone down.
no.
But obviously that club isn't active, it's just there as a show, historical kind of plaque. But I think it's a great thing that, they're being more inclusive. But coming back to Bangladesh, listen, I saw a video of a 7 a.m. Rave. Sorry, I can't even say
That was
it.
doing
It's
the-
our
yeah,
shop
that was
time.
doing the
A
social
7 a.m. rave with, like hundreds of Gen Zs. I don't know what you guys are doing at 7 a.m. And just
the kids off at
raving to
school.
like acid music. I don't know if anyone knows acid music. Back in the days, that's all we had in Bollywood. Yeah, and so I think it's a good thing that we're evolving and we're kind of integrating more. I don't know,
Going
Jay.
into the 80s more than anything.
Can we just go back to? I'm sorry. Did you say in Bangladesh there's a plaque that says "No dogs, no Indians"?
No, that's her. That's in her house.
In India. No,
This
not
is
India.
My husband's right there.
this is
Yeah.
really helping to
In
finish
India.
on a positive note.
Do you know what? How I find out about that? There was a movie, a very famous movie, and it's one of my favorite. It's called Mard. And
Mard.
I think it's from the 70s or 80s. 80s. And
Amitabh
that's the
Bachchan.
first time through Bollywood.
Yeah.
And Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan,
He,
yeah.
I found out about, the Indian history, and they actually reenacted a scene in a swimming pool where Amitabh beats up the bad guy. But actually, those signs were around, and it's a bit like the UK
Yeah.
when they said no dogs and
dogs, no-
Irish
Yes,
allowed.
yes, yes.
But the funny thing is, if you go like what the far left and the GMB Carol Malone types are petrified
Do you
of.
mean the far right?
Sorry, far right. No,
don't get them mixed
up. Carol Malone,
Far left.
Carol Malone
Did
type.
you really mean that?
Yeah, no, sorry, the mask came off. Sorry.
Being liberals, am I
Carol
right?
Malone, who says,
I love a
who
candle.
said,
This
I
is
love
turning
a
into the
candle.
House of Commons.
who said the black community or the Africa learned how to be civilized through colonialism. The moment she said that, GMB should have been scrapped.
Yeah.
But sorry to tone down.
100%.
True.
100%.
True.
What a positive way to end this show. That really is.
Well, I think that's it,
That's
right?
us for now.
That's
us
our
for now, guys.
That's our show. Let's give a big round of
Thank you.
applause.
Thank you very, very
Jay
much.
Sadogar, Shofa Miah, Mohaimen, and Sajeela Kershi.